Wow, imagine my shock. I make a video exposing this SJW clown, 1316 Killer, who actually used to be funny. He reminds me a lot of Stephen Colbert. Remember Stephen Colbert? He used to be really funny back in like 2008, 2009. Then he went all social justice-y, and now all of his jokes are just against Trump. This is what happened to the 1316 Killer. For a time, he was actually funny. But what happened? I don't know. I've noticed that's one thing that's happened to a lot of these so-called comedians. Ever since Trump got elected, something just happened to them. It's weird, but yeah, imagine my shock that an SJW comedian can't handle criticism. He is a social justice warrior after all, and social justice warriors do not like being criticized whatsoever. So I made this video. It was about 26 minutes long, and it was me providing commentary for this ridiculous video that 1316 Killer did. It was him trying to act all journalistic. Oh, like I'm going to interview this random person to demonstrate that the gaming community is out of touch with reality. People don't actually care about whether or not women are in a game. It's a video game. Why are people acting like outraged over Battlefield 5 and women being featured in the game? So I provided commentary for that, explaining why people actually care. And no, it's not sexism. It has nothing to do with anything like that. It's people feel like having women featured throughout the game, being prominently featured in a World War II game, is not immersive. I personally do not see anything wrong with that, though I personally don't care either way, to be honest with you. I'm probably not going to even buy Battlefield 5 because I don't really care about a World War II shooter in 2018. I feel like World War II has been overdone to death at this point, and for that reason alone, I'm not going to buy the game. It has nothing to do with women or anything like that. But a lot of people, they're not interested in the game because of this, because they feel like it ruins their immersion. So I went a whole thing explaining why people are actually upset over Battlefield 5. And it has nothing to do with sexism or what's the phrase that 1316 Killer used in this video? Toxic masculinity. Yeah, this soy boy on the left is talking about toxic masculinity when you don't even have masculinity. You never had masculinity in your entire life. Oh man, but let's read the comments that I received. And I liked that comment, so I pinned it. Wow, you really triggered this clown. The only guy that constantly goes to the gym supposedly, yet looks like he never went a day in his life. Yeah. He's always posting videos of him going to the gym at 1 o'clock in the morning, which is very suspicious. Usually only drug dealers go to the gym at 1 in the morning, but hey man, I'm not going to question your life. I guess we'll go newest first. He left a lot of comments. You'll see. Yeah, look at that. All those comments. And I'm still scrolling and he's still leaving comments. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Let's start from the beginning. We're going to go through each and every one of these comments from the bottom up. And just like try to dissect it. Though social justice warriors tend to go on just useless tirades that don't make any sense. But we'll still try to make sense out of it. First comment, and it's an essay. Okay. Jesus Christ, dude. I'm sure you don't even believe in God, and you're saying Jesus Christ, but whatever. Dude, 10 minutes in you're fucking stupid. First off, you tell everybody that you didn't fully watch the fucking video. So there's a fucking problem. Well, yeah, no, that's not what happened, okay? I said I didn't watch the full video before I recorded. Obviously, I went through the whole video. If it's a 26-minute long video, I obviously played your entire video. So I like how you're jumping to conclusions before you didn't even watch the full video. You were 10 minutes in and you were already jumping to conclusions. So, I mean, but that's what social justice warriors like to do. Yeah, this is very poorly written, very incoherent. Second off, apparently you haven't watched any of my videos where I call other men that I'm being nice to brother as a term of fucking endearment, you jackass. Not because he's fucking black, not because I have white guilt, you fucking idiot, lol. Well, if you didn't have white guilt, you probably wouldn't have had the need to make this video. You wouldn't have the need to make all your other videos where you talk a lot about just social justice terms like toxic masculinity, and I believe you did mention race in this video about white. You did mention white privilege. Maybe not in this video, but you have talked about it in other videos. So you definitely talk about race. You definitely feel guilty about being white. And it's kind of sad. Because he's fucking black. No, because I have white guilt, you fucking idiot, lol. Then are you still not understanding what I do on this channel when I'm talking about people being obnoxious on YouTube in regards to the loudest person yelling? Do you still not get what I do on my fucking channel, you clown? I'm mocking that by being satirical, yet at the same time, I'm not the person yelling about the Atari system. I'm not the person yelling about the Xbox One didn't come with a fucking power cord, or Nintendo Switch didn't come with an extra fucking controller. But if that's the top story on YouTube, everybody in the gaming community fucking cries about. It seems natural to people outside that apparently everybody is upset about Battlefield in the gaming community. But then when you actually walk outside and talk to another normal fucking human being that plays video games and they're concerned about it, that's what I'm showing you in this fucking video, you dumb stupid piece of shit. Except you're not showing us anything, 1316. You walk up to some random black guy at Best Buy, and that somehow tells us that that the majority of gamers don't agree with the rest of the gaming community that is offended or doesn't agree with diversity being promoted in video. Of course, if you go up to a random black guy, chances are they'll say diversity is a great thing. Like, I don't know how you're demonstrating. You're trying to act like you're a journalist when you're not. It's sad. It's sad. Like, you walking up to some random person doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't. I can walk up to some random person, ask them. It's like those interviews that people go up to Trump supporters, and of course they cherry pick the people who are stupid and do a compilation. The same thing goes for the other side. People who go after Hillary Clinton supporters or Bernie Sanders supporters in 2016. They made all these compilation videos of Bernie supporters acting stupid. Like, just interviewing random people doesn't prove shit. I'm sorry to tell you, but it doesn't. And you acting like it does is kind of sad. He continues, there's people in the real world outside of YouTube that understand it's not a fucking history lesson. It's a goddamn video game. This has nothing to do with me being a social justice warrior. This has to do with me being a grown-ass fucking man that honestly doesn't care what you do to a video game. Well, you obviously care enough if you're making countless videos about it. I find that ironic. You talk about the video game community, how they always talk about stuff that doesn't matter, like the Nintendo Switch controller and not coming with a controller, or like the Atari, whatever the hell you were talking about before. Yet how are you any better? Because you talk about them almost as much, probably more than they talk about those things that you think are ridiculous. How is making a YouTube channel dedicated to other grown men talking about video games, how is that any more normal or any less cringe than what these people in the gaming community do? Like, seriously, let's go to this guy's channel for a little bit, okay? Look at all of his videos, dude. Like, all of these videos. And then he's made countless videos about Review Tech USA. It's just ridiculous. For someone who likes to bash the gaming community and talk about how, oh, ridiculous the gaming community is and how, like, cringeworthy they are. How is this shit that you're doing right here any less cringe? Just because you say it's in the name of comedy doesn't mean it's not cringe. Like, this guy is just so, like, the cognitive dissonance is real here. Is another grown-ass man who is a teacher, who has children, who doesn't give a fuck about any of this, as long as the game is fun, you stupid fucking shit. Well, that's all good and all, but again, you talk to one person and you think that you're all of a sudden an expert on the topic, and because one person that you randomly just asked at a Best Buy about their opinion on video games indicates that the majority of the gaming community, and I do say majority because, again, the Battlefield 5 trailer got way more dislikes than likes, but whatever. Now let me continue watching the rest of this dumb shit to see what else you say that's completely fucking ridiculous and inaccurate while I drive home from work, because God knows I wouldn't want to waste real time listening to this. Well, you've been wasting plenty of time commenting, so you obviously have a lot of time on your hands. And also, I don't know what field this guy is in. It's very weird. Because I remember when he first commented, it was like 7 o'clock in the morning. So I think he's just self-projecting. He's obviously very angry. He's obviously a very angry person, constantly dropping the F-bomb at me, cursing me out about how, you know, I'm a fucking stupid piece of shit or whatever. And he has made videos about me in the past, trying to insult me and, like, saying that I'm depressed and I have no confidence or whatever, and I'm like a social, I'm so, like, he made these weird videos about me, trying to analyze me. Well, I'm gonna return the favor and analyze you, buddy. So, you work a night shift job. Probably some shitty retail job that doesn't pay shit. You live in a tiny apartment that you always bitch about, and you have toys on your fucking wall. You're obviously going through a midlife crisis. It's obvious in your mannerism, in the comments that you're leaving, and just the way you present yourself. You're obviously going through a midlife crisis, dude. Just because you're going through a midlife crisis doesn't mean that you have to take it out on me and other people in the gaming community. I don't know what's more sad. 40-year-olds talking about video games, which I honestly, you know, it's their hobby, whatever. Or 40-year-olds talking about people who talk about video games. It's just sad, dude. You obviously have some problems that you have to sort out, but don't take it out on other people on the internet. It's just sad, my guy. Like, do something better. Do something more productive with your life. Unfortunately, I'm having to put my girlfriend through this, and she already wants to slam your head into the fucking ground. Oh my god, I'm so scared about your girlfriend. She's probably a trap. You don't show her face. It's probably for a reason, because you... not much to show, I'm sure. I sit all day making YouTube videos. That's interesting considering I just worked like a 9-hour fucking shit breaking my fucking back, and I make YouTube videos clearly for entertainment, you stupid fucking shit. What you already fucking know. Yeah, I'm sure you're jealous of all the other people in your life that actually are doing something with their life, that actually have a somewhat lucrative job and aren't forced to work a fucking night shift, a 9-hour back-breaking job. Give me a break. You're obviously insecure about your life. You obviously are insecure about the fact that you did nothing with your life, and you're taking it out on other people. Grow the fuck up, dude. So 15 minutes and 53 seconds in, you have no idea what I'm saying, but it doesn't really fucking matter, LOL. Actually, it did matter, that's why I made the video. It's what the video revolves around, and whether you're a lip reader or not, you clearly should have been able to understand what I was saying without cursing out of respect for his fucking children. What were there, you stupid shit? I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about here. Does it matter? No. And you got this comment right here. It's not an excuse. I generally make people laugh. Clearly, you know that you mentioned it at the beginning of the video. So clearly you know what I'm doing on this channel. Clearly I've written videos, whether you like him or not, doesn't really matter, LOL. And the fact that you would say I look like a soy boy with conviction is amazing. Considering the way you look, son, let's be honest, your Mara doesn't, I guess he's saying mama, okay, doesn't even like your face, and you probably get rich if you owned stocking Stridex. Again, this is more self-projecting. This guy is obviously very insecure. He obviously has some problems. You could obviously tell that he's probably legally retarded. Just look at how he looks. He's definitely got some social anxiety. He's definitely got some kind of thing going on. He probably has autism. I wouldn't be surprised. That's probably why he can't actually be a functioning adult. He definitely has something wrong up there in his head. But yeah, it's just more self-projecting, more bullshit. I'm not questioning other people's adulthood, and me hanging toys on the wall once again has nothing to do with grown men who have daughters degrading their wife on camera over video games. So maybe you should have paid attention to what the fuck I was talking about. By the way, I'm just talking into my phone. Okay. And he's talking about something that Solid Rev did. Meanwhile, I even said myself that I'm not familiar with the situation, so I'm not going to comment on it. But that was such a small portion of the video anyway. He was talking more about how the gaming community is acting sexist, and they're having toxic masculinity about a video game, and that's why they don't want women in the game, because they're sexist. That's pretty much what the focus of your video was. I don't give a shit about what Solid Rev did. I really don't. Maybe you should understand the point I was making is these grown men that seem to be outraged over women in video games because there are a few of them are socially broken. Ironic, right? He's calling other people socially broken. Anyway, because of the way they were brought up, and what does that do to a young female in the household? Well, how are you brought up, dude? I'm sure you have some mommy issues or daddy issues, and you're calling out other people for them and the way that they're acting. Like, you're talking about grown men that are outraged over women in video games. Meanwhile, you're a grown man that is obsessed with another grown man on the internet. Of course, I'm talking about Review Tech USA. Every time Review Tech USA makes a video, you make a video response. You are obsessed. You seem to think I'm talking about every person that has a problem with Battlefield 5, which I'm not, you dumb motherfucker. No, you're talking about people who have a problem with Battlefield 5 in regards to women, which you made clear in the video. My girlfriend has not filmed me in years, so I don't know what in the fuck you were talking about, and I do not threaten my girlfriend on camera, nor do I berate her on camera and tell her that she cannot whip my ass, no less would I say that on camera to her with another goddamn grown man in the room, because it's disrespectful, you stupid fucking shit. Well, maybe, but who knows what you do off camera. To think you are over the age of 21 years old and can't comprehend what's going on is fucking amazing. I'm not over 21, I'm 20, but my age has nothing to do with this conversation at all. I think your age has a lot to do with it, though. You're obviously going through a midlife crisis with your toys on the wall, and you're so filled with hate and anger that you have to take it out. You have to take out your shortcomings on life on other strangers on the internet, and it's kind of sad. I have plenty of self-awareness. I've mentioned it in my videos multiple times. I mentioned it at the end of my 30-minute video just fucking a day or two ago on the way I act in my videos. Okay? Yeah, whatever. I see plenty of cringe in my content. That's part of the fucking stick, you dumb motherfucker. Cool. And then you just say, brother, does that mean you have white guilt? No, I'm making fun of what you're saying, idiot. How do you not understand I'm talking about one individual in this video? No, you're not. You were talking about everyone that was outraged over women in the game, you fucking idiot. You weren't just talking about Solid Rev. For someone who claims to be self-aware, you clearly lacks self-awareness. 20 minutes and 45 seconds. You're not grasping that I'm talking about an individual person being ignorant about his fucking daughter. Again, even, I'm not, like I said, you spent about 1 minute or less than that talking about that one person. You spent the rest of it talking about toxic masculinity and people being sexist and the gaming community being sexist. That's what you said in the video. Like, are you that fucking retarded? I cannot finish this even though there's only 5 minutes left because clearly you are not paying attention, LOL. Goddamn, I hope you really lose your virginity soon. Okay. Again, he's dropping insults because he's obviously very upset about his life and the way he's been living it. He's obviously been an underachiever his entire life. And he's using YouTube and the internet as an escape. And he likes to drop these insults. Oh, hope you lose your virginity soon. Well, I'd rather stay a virgin than date a trap, which I'm sure you're doing. Then you got these weird comments over here. I love how he talks about how his fans, how ReviewTech USA's fans are awful. But look at what his fans are typing right here. Yeah. I'm not even going to comment, just read that. So, oh yeah, there's another one too. You could read that as well. Yeah, and that's the video. That's the comment that those are the comments that he left. It's pretty pathetic that this guy is probably like 40 years old. And the way that he's acting on the internet. And in person, because this is an IRL video that he made, is very pathetic. And this guy needs to grow the fuck up. Act your age. And stop projecting your anger to other people. It's just ridiculous, this whole thing. He's a grown-ass man leaving all these comments on my video. I obviously touched a nerve. Obviously. Ridiculous.